Hey, my name's Chad, and I'm about to change dating forever. I'm CEO of the Dating Boys. Do you like dating, but are frustrated with the fact that you can't message these other people you're going on dates with? Then why not try the Dating Boys? You have your very own personal boy to stick messages onto to send to other users in this wonderful, wonderful kind of app. You can use any type of instrument to stick a message onto, and we'll courier that message to the other users in this thing. So why not try the Dating Boys?
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
Leave him.
My leash!
Up, I'm going.
You feel something poke you from below.
Hello.
We have completed the mission.
They've sold all the houses.
To me!
Hello, Judy.
In the city of Absalom, you must seek out the House of Messages. The time we've been in this city, I've felt a strange sense of belonging.
Jam Jam, are you saying goodbye?
To fathers and adventure.
To fathers in adventure.
The adventure continues now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're rolling.
As we ask more, 20 hours.
Do you remember Kabaddi?
What?
Kabaddi was like a sport, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Channel 4, yeah.
Friend of mine worked on it.
Kabaddi.
It was great. You had to say that all the time.
What? You can't just drop that. Worked on Kabaddi.
Worked on Kabaddi, yeah. When they did the Channel 4, like, she was, she was part of the, like, filming and editing team that, put the Kabaddi thing together for,
I was actually doing a vocal warm-up, but it sounded very similar.
Yeah.
Yes,
What the fuck is Kabaddi?
So on Channel 4 randomly started showing on a Sunday afternoon or something. It's an Indian sport where people, I can never quite work it out. Like most of the people are holding hands, and then everyone's saying Kabaddi, 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 Kabaddi.
You have to say Kabaddi
ring
constantly
one
as you
person on
play.
there. It was incomprehensible.
It's like you have to, like, grab something and then you've got to touch someone before they say it a certain, like, there's the Kabaddi thing is like a time frame, I think. I don't know, you have to say it a certain amount of times or something, so before they finish saying it you have to grab a thing and get to the other side,
really
or without someone running and touching you. I can't remember the exact thing, but it was cool, man.
It was cool, and they never explained the rules.
Like
I always missed the rules bits.
British Bulldog or something.
Yeah,
or
and
like,
you just click it on, and there's loads of people just going Kabaddi, 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 like trying to touch somebody picking up something.
Kabaddi and British Bulldog, two things that absolutely should be Olympic sports. It's an outrage. Change that immediately. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Kabaddi!
With sports talk.
Can we ask the king to make them part sports?
You asked the king to make Kabaddi an Olympic sport.
Yeah.
I don't know if the king's got that much authority over the international.
I mean, the king's ushered through a terrible quiche. Apparently,
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Haven't we abolished the monarchy?
Coronation. I mean, who knows? This is the third record of the day. We don't know what's going on, but we know what happens when we predict shit around now.
Time stands.
It's going to be way past by the time this comes out.
Yeah, man.
It was 3 weeks ago we had the coronation, but I still think we are living in a world of coronation quiche. Can we talk about this bullshit?
Yeah, let's talk about the quiche.
So there's a thing, Dangerlings, there's a thing here in the UK called coronation chicken, and if you are from the Asian subcontinent and were appalled at our Kabaddi stuff there, you'll be even more so at the abomination that is coronation chicken. It was invented for the coronation of Elizabeth II, and it's a shit curry, basically. It's chicken
in a sandwich, often.
Often in a sandwich. It's bits chicken. What is it? It's like chicken and mango and no
chicken,
spice.
raisins,
turmeric in it.
Turmeric and stuff like that. It's all right.
It's actually all right in a sandwich because the raisins really sort it out.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I'm quite a fan of it.
Do you know that there's a Jubilee chicken as well?
There's a Jubilee
Did you know
chicken.
about this?
I did not know.
Yeah, I knew. It didn't really take off as much as coronation chicken.
Because the Jubilee was quite a long time ago.
Right, so Golden Jubilee chicken is a cold dish consisting of pieces of chicken and a sauce garnished with parsley, lime, parsley and lime segments. The sauce is a mixture of creme fraiche and mayonnaise, flavoured with lime and ginger. The chicken is also marinated in a combination of lime and ginger before being mixed with the sauce. It's recommended to be served with pasta salad or something like that.
Sounds quite nice.
Sounds really good.
That sounds really good.
I was with you until pasta salad.
Is there a trend of Jubilee and Coronation Foods using goods that were taken during the colonial times?
That's
Is that like a thing?
listen,
Like, none of them are British grown at all.
That's golden Jubilee chicken.
Yeah.
So there is a silver Jubilee chicken, and there is a diamond Jubilee chicken as well.
I bet they're all paprika.
The silver Jubilee chicken is served with potatoes that the Irish don't have.
Yeah, right. That one's not good, so I'm not even going to read it. But yeah, and do you want to hear about the quiche?
Yeah, tell us what's in
the quiche is the thing.
The king has withdrawn from the chicken agreement. Why did I phrase it like that? He's not doing coronation chicken. He's having a coronation quiche instead. It's a big thing here in the UK.
The first thing is spinach.
All right, here we go.
Oh
a
my
deep
God.
quiche.
A deep quiche.
Deep quiche. With a
Gotta be
crisp
deep.
pastry case and delicate flavours of spinach, broad beans, and fresh tarragon. The pastry includes lard, but you can swap this out with butter to make it vegetarian. No vegan option is listed. Eat hot or cold with green salad and boiled new potatoes. Fucking hell, man. The worst of all the potatoes. Let's be honest about it. A boiled potato.
No, I mean
horrible.
I don't know.
They sound pretty fucking
Boiled new
dull.
potatoes, they're all right.
Name a
It
worse
doesn't
potato.
say new potatoes, James.
Boiled
it just says
No,
boiled
just
potatoes.
boiled.
Name a worse potato than a boiled potato, James. There you go.
Well, no,
Yeah.
because I
Apart
actually,
from uncooked at all.
I mean, uncooked potatoes. would probably
Don't
be
get
the
me
thing.
wrong. Boiled
I'm
new
not a fan of
potatoes, they're
sweet
great.
potatoes. Actually, I know a lot of people go crazy with sweet potatoes, but I'm not that.
I'd take a sweet potato over a boiled new potato.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Boiled new
for real.
potatoes are only alright if you put like a load of butter and garlic on them and then
Absolutely.
some like rock sea salt.
Yeah, but at that
and
point,
then,
it's
and
the
then, and
garnish
then bang them in the
potato
oven for a
chips,
bit
and
with
then-
some tomatoes.
Yeah.
So
See, then
they're
they become-
basically roasted.
Yeah, or
makes
mash
them roasted.
mash them
Yeah.
with olive
Yeah.
oil and pepper. So.
But if you just boil them, no.
Boring.
Do you know the most delicious way to eat a boiled potato? Feed it to pigs. Eat the bacon.
It's yeah.
There's never a good way to eat a quiche as well.
I like
the
this.
thing
Hang on,
is-
do people like quiche?
I
don't mind quiche.
I like quiche.
Yes, because you like
quiche.
eggs in all their horrible sad little forms. That's the worst thing you can do to eggs is make it quiche.
Why?
What is
Quiche
wrong
is
with-
bollocks.
what is
It's
wrong
just
with you and eggs,
empty,
man?
wet nonsense food
agree.
that is just made of cheese. It's like if you're going to eat something that bad, like health wise, like at least let it be satisfying and
Yeah,
glorious.
man,
and
have a
tasty.
burger or something
Quiche
like-
is just sad, and like, do you warm it up? Do you keep it cold? Both of those options are sad.
Cold quiche.
Fuck
It's
quiche.
awful. It's
I'd
quiche.
still eat it. If there was one right here, right now, I'd eat it, but I complain. I complain about it.
Quiche just reminds me of like family parties back in like the late 80s.
King Charles was that one, being like, hello, would you like American?
My broad bean quiche.
I think everyone likes quiche.
That's what it was like growing up here in the 80s, Dangerlings, was the future king, as he was. Prince Charles back then would just turn up at all your family gatherings trying to foist his
always
quiche
there,
upon
wasn't he?
you. His
Always
fucking
there.
broad bean quiche.
Quiche.
broad beans in a
I
quiche.
don't, it's not something I eat all the time, but I don't mind a quiche. See?
If you had a choice though, if you go into Tesco's and
What's
there's
the
like
choice?
a quiche or like, I don't know, a pie, I'm going to go for a pie every
It's going
time.
to be the pie.
Well, they're two different types of food, mate.
Both pastry.
They're not that different.
They're not that different, but they are
both-
different.
they
All right,
both have a
what is a
crust.
similar food to a quiche that we could make
Yeah,
this
tell me a
comparison
similar
with?
food
What
to
is
it.
what is in the class of quiche but is not a quiche?
A vol au vent.
Why is this being put on me?
Oh.
I like a vol au vent.
Yeah, vol au vent is similar to a quiche.
It's 1980s.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking hell.
It's crap. It's crap. Let's get rid of the quiche, man.
Wow.
Well, they can't now. It's
I
the
love the
coronation
hills you
food.
die on.
Abolish
it's
the
amazing.
quiche.
Abolish quiche. I will make it my one-man mission to get rid of quiche.
All
as
quiches
a
now,
food.
all quiches are now technically property of the king. So
Yeah, right,
you
right.
cannot, if you dare to kill a king's
But
quiche,
also, I mean,
If you kill a quiche in St James's Park,
to the tower with you.
The wild quiche.
I always thought that quiches when I was a kid were called Keef. I thought they were. I thought they were named after like a guy who invented them called Keith. I thought that. Oh yeah,
That's
should we have
amazing.
a
What
about
quiche named Keith?
What about
I can't get no.
There's just quiches in the videos for everything.
That's
Everyone's
what that song's about. He can't get no satisfaction because he's eating quiches.
Quiche. It's got fucking broad beans in it.
Yeah.
What about Keith Lorraine,
Oh
though?
shit, man.
Keith Lorraine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
a full name.
that's just a man and his wife who like being in the rain. That's what it is.
Keith and Lorraine.
Keith and the rain.
Keith and Lorraine.
Keith and Lorraine
In
having
the rain.
He
their boiled
stands in the rain,
potatoes.
eating bacon.
In the
That's what he
rain.
does.
What time are we at, Colin? Just,
We still got a minute and a half of grammar if you want it.
No, I'm just
Are we really running that low on?
About 9 minutes 30 seconds into the episode.
No, we're still on under 9 minutes.
Under 9 minutes
Yeah,
into the
yeah.
episode. That's pretty impressive for how long it took to repeat a joke from the episode we did back during the Slithering that was all about quiche.
Yeah.
So
Of course it was. Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't a joke. That was a political statement against
It's a
quiche. That was,
manifesto.
that really was.
Fuck quiche.
I
do not joke, sir.
Yes, I will remove your quiche.
We did a whole intros, didn't we, Ross, about keys and the quiche? Do you
Yeah.
remember that? We had like about 5 intros we did.
Yeah.
Let's bring them back.
Because we do have a lot of listeners around the world. Hello.
Hello.
So nice that you're joining us and things like that. I wonder how they feel about the coronation and stuff like that, because the royal family is one of those things that's very much.
Sorry, we're on 10 minutes. We have to stop this.
That's it. I'll just get back to my boiled potatoes. I'm just going.
I know what I'm having for lunch. Quiche and boiled potatoes.
Boiled potatoes. The boiled potatoes hold the quiche. All right.
There's no more point eating any food. Like honestly, quiche and boiled potatoes. Fuck me.
That is dreamy. Well, speaking of
I tell you
eggy
what,
situation, yes, James.
Throw in
yes,
some
please.
hard-boiled eggs as well, just for that, because I know that Scott has this deep love of hard-boiled eggs.
No wonder British cuisine gets such a bad rep. Do you know what I mean? With things like this.
I might get some eggs for my lunch break.
I would make a break from cheese, wouldn't it, mate? 'Cause,
Oh, I'll get some cheese as well.
Cheese and eggs.
cheese and eggs. Well, you're halfway to a quiche there, aren't you, mate?
Deconstructed.
Just with a little lob of lard.
Just put all the individual ingredients in your mouth one by one and then chew them. You have a quiche.
That's the sort of thing you'd find at Pret, isn't it? A deconstructed quiche.
For 10 quid.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And if you would like to hear a show about people eating lard, patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast. Our Mork Borg show is largely about lard eating. Always working, Colin. Hustle, hustle.
I love it.
All right, well, let's jump back into this eggy mess that is the Danger Club. You've said goodbye to your dear buddy Jam Jam, and you're going to head back to Absalom.
So, on a little historical fact, how long has Jam Jam been with us? When did he first appear? Does anyone know which episode? Because it's been a long time.
Jam Jam's
Same time as
Beelzebub, but when was that?
So Jam Jam's first appearance in the show is in the is our first ever second edition game in our Fall of Plaguestone special. It's the first time he joins the main show is just after the cult, so just after Master of the Living God. That's when Fulton leaves to go and avenge his brother, and Beelzebub joins the party for a while, sparking
we
off
passed
a hell of a
100 of
story.
It was around,
it's about half.
It was in the run up to 100 because Fulton left so that he could reappear in 100. So it's like the high 80s or maybe early 90s.
It's like
about nearly
140
episodes then he's been in.
Yeah.
Wow.
wow.
'Cause it's like-
I mean, in them.
In him as much as Philippe. That's sort of that, There's a few breaks in there. He's one of those characters like in Cheers. He comes around every now and then.
If we put all his stuff in, it probably wouldn't add up to an hour.
those 10 eps are really packed, like 90 something. When we're running up to episode 100, it's just kind of like, okay, Fulton has to leave now. A new character comes in. You travel all the way from Tamarin to Absalom, and then there's like a 2-3 episode thing about Bubba and his instrument. About Bubba and his former band. Like, there's a little story arc in there. Loads of stuff happens. And Beelzebub and Blaze, the funniest joke that we've ever done on the show, I think. That build-up. It's a lovely little run of eps, Dangerlings. Go re-listen to them. Love all of that stuff. But yes, he has left you after all. I thought he was going to leave when Beelzebub left. And then Ross threw in the Jam Jam will stay now. And I was just like, oh, is he? Oh, okay.
Come along, Jam Jam, in my pocket. It's like, well, I guess he's staying then.
Got to figure all of that out.
I mean, we were quite kind. We were quite nice to begin with. Bought him some clothes and
Sewed him some
skin. A bit of a baby figure, bit of a child figure for a while. and then we got bored.
And then you got bored.
Which is why I'm telling Willow she can't get a guinea pig.
Yep.
This is the exact fucking reason. I
why
say
I-
listen to those episodes because that's exactly what will happen, and I'll end up cleaning up its shit.
That's why I won't let Fee get it. I discourage Fee from getting a rabbit or something because she got bored of her sea monkeys so quickly. She's just like, oh, when are they going to die so we can get something else? I was like, they don't die. That's the point of sea monkeys. They're basically immortal.
Yeah, you open a freeze-dried packet, don't you? And then they just come.
And they just come back to life. They're virtually impossible to kill. That's their survival.
Are they
stuff.
single-celled?
No, they're like little shrimp. They're called brine shrimp.
Yeah.
So they're like krill
Right.
kind of thing. But their survival technique is basically to live in environments that are so hostile that no predator can survive in them. So
Right.
they
So that's why they live in
They have a scientific note that says you cannot use them as an indicator species because they don't care. They have no expectation of the environment they are in. Like it'll get as bad as it needs to, and they'll be fine.
Don't you say, are they a single cell organ? What did you think that Dan and Fee have got like a fucking lab?
Do you want to be our pet? It's in this Petri dish. There we go.
Do you want a pet? Let's go look at it through the Hubble telescope.
Oh yes, you've got an amoeba. Look at
the one I was thinking of.
What does it do? What does it do?
Nothing.
Not much.
Not much.
It's dividing a lot right now. There's a lot of dividing going on.
Yeah.
How long is it going to do it for? 3.5 billion years.
Oh God, I'm bored. Can we get a new one? When's this going to end?
Sorry, I think that's the funniest joke on the podcast.
I think so. Sorry, Ross. It's
And it was science.
yeah.
So.
Colin's taking it from you
Oh,
by
really
his
took
own
it.
hand.
Yeah,
I have judgment.
I judged myself. No, that's the funniest thing.
I took a poll of myself, and
It's
I
like Drum
agree.
making stuff up on his character sheet and also just winning stuff. Colin, I said a funny joke. Haha.
Oh, I've got the most powerful character.
What I'm going to start doing.
No, I'm joking. That was the funniest joke, Ross. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Not bother, mate.
So
Let's not bring our outside relationship into this podcast. Yeah.
So we pick up. Let's bring our much more healthy in-character relationships.
Oh
to this
yes.
podcast.
Yeah.
We pick up with the Danger Club. You are waiting around in the labs where Paul Rambunctious has told you that you can get a teleportation spell. Eventually, a couple of servants bring you out a large bowl full of swirling rainbow liquid.
I thought you were going to say sea monkeys for a second. They never die.
A gift for you.
And they will have them forever.
A tiny rhinoceros, like halfling height, so like 4 foot tall, with a crystalline horn, wearing a lab coat and some goggles, comes wandering out with them, and says, "Good afternoon. I am the chief scientist in charge of this facility.
Oh, hello. What's your name?
Nice to meet you.
My name
Oh no.
My name comes from Ravushka and Nikolai. My name is Buck Humphreys, Professor Buck Humphreys."
Nice one, Ravushka.
Yes, that's an excellent name.
That's very good. Very good.
Hello there, Buck.
Buck Humphreys, scientist. Professor
Sorry, do we have to say the whole name?
Hello.
Just
Hello,
Buck
Buck
Humphreys.
Scientist.
That's my title.
Buck Humphreys, scientist.
Buck Humphreys, Professor Scientist.
You're a professor scientist.
Professor Scientist.
Are you a doctor of professor scientist?
I'm a doctor of Professor Sciences.
What does that entail?
all of the noble sciences and several of the ignoble ones as well.
Yeah.
Name one ignoble science.
Street physics.
Oh,
What are the most relevant? What are the most prevalent things going on in street physics at the moment? What's the news in the science?
Telescope
community?
theft.
Oh right, yeah.
What, the practice of it? Or
Yes,
there's-
that's one of the things you learn in street physics.
That's because-
Fuck a mother up and take their telescope.
Fuck a mother up, eh?
You've always got to take telescopes, especially if you just got some pets that are sea monkeys, because you can never see them.
Never see them.
Never see
It's
them.
telescope or get telescoped, isn't it?
Yes. It's tough out there on those streets, isn't
That's
it?
about the scope of it. Anyway. Can I join? Anyway, look. Sorry.
Yeah, actually, we just had an opening for a
weird character that we forget all the time.
Can you fit in this pocket?
Anyway, this is a teleportation potion.
A potion?
Yes.
So we just drink it?
You drink it together, and you all imagine very carefully.
Like all at the same time?
Yes.
Or?
Are you sure this isn't just acid?
You all imagine where you want to go. You
dear.
drink the potion, and so long as you all have a clear image in your mind of where you want to go, then you are all whisked away there through the magic.
Have you got
this
6
is going to be
straws?
very
Hold on.
dangerous.
So if one of us doesn't think of the place, does that person override everyone
That
else?
person, I mean, if it would attempt, if it could, the potion would try to teleport you simultaneously to both places at once. That could be messy.
Oh, so right. So we could all
Yes,
be
so
split in half. It's
you
not like
could.
one person will end up in
It's
Yorkshire
possible.
and one person.
It's
will end
very
up
teleportation magic is
in Yorkshire. It's just on the outside of Absalom.
Yeah,
Is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Shut up, James. You tried to put France into my podcast in a fucking day.
France, which is a part of the Danger Club podcast, apparently.
Yes.
Easy. I did all this with Jam Jam, weirdly, going into space. I had to do lots of honing in my mind, so I'll drink this and no problem at all.
All right.
Oh, Jam. And now I miss him. Now that he's not
Why?
here.
Why'd you miss him?
I don't know. Just, his general demeanour.
You're sentimental, aren't you?
Yeah, I can be sometimes.
Yes.
I mean, and you guys, you did all that stuff together?
Me and Jam Jam, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went into space.
Yeah, and now he's not here.
Yeah.
Don't you want to cry?
I mean, that's just how life works, isn't it? So he didn't want to be here. He wanted to stay where he was. He's doing the
I
things.
feel like you're holding back feelings.
No, I'm happy for him. He's doing what he wants to do. He wasn't.
If you,
But
if,
what about your feelings about him going?
Caragor.
Caragor, if you want to cry into the potion, just
It's
let-
okay,
I think
Carragher.
you're holding you back.
Cry if you want to,
go.
Caragor.
It's all right to cry.
It's okay.
Would me crying hasten this process?
Caragor, it's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
Don't you goodwill hunting me?
So, if we want to go to Absalom,
Yes.
all of us think of Absalom.
All of you think of the specific place in Absalom where you want to go.
okay,
You've
so
never
we
been
should
to the House of
make
Messages.
We just go to one place that we have been
Let's
to
go
before.
to a
and we
place
from there.
where have we been?
Banging
in
Hammers.
Absalom?
So let's not
Oh, the
think.
Banging
No, the Banging Hammers was in Caermarga.
Let's
No.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
That was a dwarven.
No,
that was a
it's
dwarven
not.
dance club place. We
He's
went to
looking- he's
Caermarga.
looking-
We left
Yeah.
Caermarga.
He's looking at a book. Yes. According to this directory, it's in Yanderhof.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so don't think about Yanderhof.
Yanderhof was great.
Don't think about the
Banging
carnival.
Hammers.
It's going to be so hard not to think about all the things.
Carnival. Yeah.
Don't think about the Whispering Tyrants home base.
We've never been there.
I have.
Okay, well then, great. Good to know. Now I'm not going to think about you knowing that.
I may think of it, so I'm just telling myself I've got not to think of
Wait,
it.
wait.
Although
We can-
now thinking about it, I'm thinking about it now.
We can go to the.
Try not to think of a duck.
We can go to the
Just
bird's nest.
yeah.
The bird's nest. Do you remember
What?
the Tengu bar? That's in Absalom.
The Tengu Bar.
The Tengu bar. We were all there. You remember that the Pumpy Scripts? We saw Pumpy Scripts, and we saw her like she was with that guy. What's his name? Fleetwing. And then we fucked him up. Yeah. And we took his banjolele.
Why don't
and,
we
like,
That
go-
was Absalom.
That was in Absalom.
Why don't we go
Well,
to that
okay.
library where we saw that flayed man with no skin?
No,
Why
I
would
don't
you-
want to go there.
Why would you complicate things? Bob was just giving us a perfect way.
And
give us
also,
the place.
everybody loved us in the bird's nest. Do you remember?
Yeah, that's a nice
Eventually,
memory.
yes.
I would like to hold on to this memory.
We won over the crowd.
Okay, let's try that.
To the bird's nest.
I committed theft.
Wait.
You did.
What time is it in
I was
Absalom
proud of
now?
What? Oh, you're asking me. I know this because I've studied the science of time
And teleportation. So, yeah, I
and
presume you
teleportation.
would.
Yeah, it would be a useful thing to know. It'll be mid
street physics.
street physics.
Yes.
It's mid morning.
Okay, so
Give me a watch.
if they
Street physics.
do they open after before 12? Probably not.
I don't know, but if
we're
we
not
Why don't we
eat? We just want to get there.
We can bamf outside the entrance.
No,
So if
we
we all
just-
think of the place,
let's
we're going
go
to be
inside.
we just appear on stage.
and then we said, when
But
we
if it's
suddenly
not
appear there,
open
they'll
and we
go,
just
"Oh my
appear in
God."
somebody's, like, when they're cleaning up ready, and they might be like,
Yeah,
ah!
exactly. Which is
Yeah, I think that's a great thing.
Which is what I was going to ask. The next question is: when we teleport, does the matter that we teleport? If we teleport and there's a person where we teleport, are they going to get hurt?
Only if you imagine teleporting into somebody and making them be hurt.
Right.
Okay,
so,
great. Just
Well,
roll
let's
that
not
out.
do that.
Roll that out. Just don't think about
Don't
that.
think about it.
Great.
So we're going to teleport onto the stage in the bird's nest.
Yep.
Right? Because that's a good, solid place. We all
Perfect,
remember that
yes,
stage.
we
What
like
if there's
this.
a drum kit?
and
Just
then we
before we
play
go.
a
No, they always
fucking
put it-
set.
Yes,
But they're
exactly.
quite big.
We sing
What if
songs.
you appear inside the drum kit?
Well, even better.
No, only if you imagine yourself doing it. Didn't you listen to the scientist?
So just imagine yourself sitting behind the drum.
Yeah. Just imagine yourself. We will imagine being on stage. I will be there with my doom 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 doom. Okay.
With your what?
You know when I play the scythe.
Yeah, the
bass.
musical
Yeah, yeah.
instrument side.
Yeah.
But it would just go dum 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 dum.
We've been
No,
through
it's
this.
just if
I seem to remember it going dum 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 dum. I don't know why.
How?
It defies the laws of harmonics, but still.
Hey, tell me about the street physics of play.
If you get an elastic band, right,
But if you hold down on the top it and then go blum 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 blum, it will go higher, right?
Yeah, it sounds like it absolutely would.
Exactly. Also, I have a question.
Yes.
In street physics, do you know
physics.
about graffiti?
Graffiti.
It's where you like.
You wanna
write on
graffiti me?
walls. No. You write on walls with the hard rock.
Yes.
No, that's just graffiti.
Yes.
I reckon graffiti is when you do it on each other.
When you do what on each other?
Well, graffiti on top of each other, but you compete to get the most graffiti on top of each other.
Oh, I see.
That's graffiti.
Oh, I see. So a battle of graffiti.
You
yes.
haven't just invented the concept of graffiti. I bet that's right.
No,
I'm confused that graffiti done with a hard rock.
Graffiti but using hard rocks.
What are you talking about? Hard rock?
Graphite.
Oh, we've put 3 jokes inside one word. I tried to do you a favour by getting one of them out.
Street physicists know all about graffiti. It's one of the 4 elements, which actually, as a physicist, I should know more elements than that.
right.
Okay,
So have you got
let's go.
6 straws?
Yes.
Good.
Hand you 6 straws. They're paper.
Can Philippe drink through a straw?
I've drank mine.
Whatever he wants.
Just start slurping.
All right, everybody imagine the stage at the bird's nest. Remember the
Okay.
bird's nest.
Yeah, I
remember the
remember.
bird's nest. Remember the bird's nest.
Remember the
Remember
No,
the
then you
bird's
get
nest.
taken to an actual bird's nest one time. Whoa! The eagles canned out.
You chug down the potion together, and as you do, you see, as you're looking across at Fulton doing it, you see Fulton's beard start to droop and his eyes start to wobble, and then is it not Razor Stark? Yeah, it's Razor Stark style.
Oh, yeah.
Slithering style. Fulton just turns into rainbow goo and just melts, and then all of you just go and melt down into the potion.
Bit like that.
Oh, wow.
Bit like in Guardians 2 when they go through the warp thing.
Yeah.
Or in the D&D film when he gets the wrong illusion and it all stops melting and collapsing on top of each other.
You go stretch through time and space and far away in Absalom, in the city of Absalom, in the bar, the nest. A pair of lips appears above the drums. The lips vomit luminous rainbow liquid from them violently, which as it hits the ground begins to coalesce into the form of a wizard sat behind the drums. 4 more pairs of lips appear at different points of the stage and just start throwing up. The vomit coalesces and just turns into yourself as you basically vomit yourselves back into existence.
I vomit myself up inside the drums.
What is inside?
Sledgehammer. Dun, dun, dun. When I went there.
You come to, your ears ringing, feeling unbelievably disorientated, like you're kind of stuck on the ceiling. No sense of equilibrium at all. Feeling horribly sick.
Good heavens, that was sick.
And I goes on the drum.
Oh, my head!
What are you doing in the? Oh God, I feel awful. What are you doing in the drums?
I couldn't stop thinking about what it would be.
Drum solo. Fellas, I was just back on the drums.
There's the sound of applause. You look up, there's a room full of Tengu all watching the stage.
That's right. We're the Technicolor Yawns.
Is there another band on stage?
Why are they playing a gig at the mid-morning?
I don't think they finished the night before. God, I feel awful.
There's no other band on on here?
Guess
what
who's
were
back?
you watching before?
We were just having a drink, but we're very happy that there's some entertainment.
Guess who's back?
She grabbed
Back
the sign.
again.
Boom, 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 boom.
Danger Club's back.
Drum solo.
Back again. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Who?
Guess who's back?
Who?
Guess who's
Who?
back? Guess who's
Seriously, I'm getting nuts. Who's back?
back? The Danger Club.
Boom, 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 boom,
Do you remember us?
boom, boom,
No.
boom, boom.
Are you the folk band from last week?
Nah.
No, technically yawns.
We fought a monster, but nobody wants to see Fulton no more. They want Velda, his chopped liver. If you want Caragor, I'll give you a piece of bubba mixed with some hard liquor, some Shania. Anytime, lads, anytime.
I don't know what you're
Brave
doing.
improv.
I thought about it and then Scott took it and I was like,
What you were
thanks fuck
teeing
for
me
that.
up for it.
We very much did, yes, and you're welcome to that.
Sultan smashes out the drums.
You burst out of the drum, the Tengu all applaud. Hey!
So I don't know if about a year ago, we were all here and we did a gig.
A year ago?
Yeah.
That's ages in Tengu years,
What's
mate.
changed
I know.
What's changed in a year?
Jim got married. Jim waves.
Oh, well done, Jim.
Yeah, Jim!
Nice one, Jim. Nice one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How's it working out for
How's
you,
it
Jim?
going?
Oh, I'll be honest, I shouldn't really be here. I've got to get back to the old egg.
What? It's 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's possible I've got a problem.
That can happen sometimes.
It's a charity. We were going to hold a charity concert. That's why it's open so early. It's a charity concert to raise money.
Oh, now we're
what are you raising money for?
We're raising money for the
Are
fact
we all
that
on microphones? Just like, how you doing, mate? What's going on? Where you from? Where you from? What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for, mate?
we're raising money to replace the old drum kit that got smashed. We've just been able to replace it through a load of charitable events, and we're celebrating that we were able to do that.
I'll tell you what, here's a gold coin.
How much did it cost?
A gold coin.
There you go.
Hooray!
Have another one.
Yeah, you got two. You can buy two drum kits.
Oh my goodness!
What else has
They'll
changed?
call you two drum kits,
We'll
Jim.
get 2 drum kits. I'm going to form Slipknot.
What else has changed in a year? So he's got married. What else?
I mean, I feel a bit tireder. I'll be honest with you. I feel my joints a little bit more than I used to. I'm not a young man anymore.
What, you're 14?
I'm 14.
Yeah, mate. All goes downhill from when you're 14, doesn't it?
Oh my god, my
Fucking
hip.
hell, look at this guy. He's so old. He's so old. His knees are giving way. He's so old, his beak's all leaky.
But we're not doing a roast.
I'm sorry.
That's just rude.
Yeah, that's what you.
No, it's how we Tengu speak to each other, innit, Jim?
Yeah, old beat Leaky over there.
Leaky beat Jim.
Look at him. Look at him. He's 15. He's practically dead. Oh, I feel the shadow upon me.
Nah, you've got another 15 years. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Does
Listen,
anyone?
we've been the Danger Club. You've been great.
Does anybody here know where the Book of Messages is?
The House of Messages.
The House
Book of Mormon.
Messages.
House of Messages, mate.
Yeah.
You what?
Of messages.
The House of Messages.
You what?
There's the House
The
of
House of Messages.
I don't know. The Pathfinder Society tend to know about stuff. Maybe
we have to
they
go
don't.
back and see them.
Talking
3
to
fucking
Pathfinder
months to get in
Society.
there.
What was the guy's name?
Pippi Squeakbottom.
Isn't he?
Rancid
Isn't he dead?
Ratty.
That's what I'm saying.
No, there was
Mickey
there was,
McFlanagan.
someone part of the
We can do
Pathfinder
this,
lodge.
guys.
Three-tailed
Jimmy
Jim.
Smith.
There was a guy, wasn't there? Someone was best friends with him. Who was
Ratty
that?
McFadden.
Gratty McFadden.
Hang on, were you even here?
Yeah,
Fulton was here for that. Yeah.
I was.
We should probably get off
I
stage.
don't know about
No
you
way.
anymore.
No, yeah, I can't remember.
Nah, you weren't. Well, I'm sure you.
I feel our
weren't
act's gone
around
off the
for that.
boil. Like maybe we should go off stage.
You sneak off stage and.
Unless, does anyone want more of us?
Not really.
Okay, bye.
What about a drag act called Cara Bonhara?
What does Carabonhara do?
Hang on, you opened for me last time. He was getting open for me last
Oh,
time.
yeah, I did.
Oh yeah.
It's a year ago.
Don't
We've got
pretend
such a
to
memory.
I
remember.
remember
It was
that
a
from
year
when
ago.
when I was a lad.
I remember you. You were knee-high to a womp rat.
You're the one who.
Disney just come crashing.
No, Colin.
I went into my career because of you.
Oh, what are you doing?
Accounting.
Oh, they are good at roasts.
Hang on, I killed that night. I'll kill you in a minute.
Everyone loves a bird roast. Right, anyway.
See you later.
Whoa.
I'll tell you-
What do you fucking say?
He gets thrown out.
Yeah. Too fucking right, am I right? Hey, Tengus! Anyway, that's the end of
No,
our
but
set.
seriously, if you could leave the stage.
Yeah, we could yeah. See you later. Do you want us to clean up the drums? Or?
No.
Just go.
We go to the Pathfinder lodge, I guess.
I've just vomited myself up, just having a bit of a laugh.
They thought that was part of the act.
Yeah.
Cool.
You go to the Pathfinder Lodge. There is a I think it's a Minotaur called Janine.
It was a Tengu.
Was it Tengu?
Yeah,
it's a Tengu called Janine.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Just listen to that episode.
Nice. Tengu called Janine, sitting behind the counter. All right, how you
Janine!
doing? Oh, it's you!
Yeah, how you doing, mate?
I remember you from when I was a little girl.
It seems like so long ago, did it?
Oh, how have you been, Danger Club?
I've been all right. Yeah, I think it's my birthday soon.
Oh,
That'll be,
wow,
yeah.
happy birthday.
I'm
When
gonna be-
everyone's birthday comes along sooner or later.
We're looking for the Fats McFadden.
Facts.
Is that the guy's name?
Ratty Tumblehouse.
Can you give me either one of his names?
Mousy Macklemore.
Hang on. Can we make a check? Here we go.
Mousy, no.
We're doing it this way.
I just.
3
not
paws,
funny, we'll
none the
stop.
lesser. He's got a whiskers. He's
Karate
very
rat.
keen. He's
Shiny Paul.
humble
Sean Paul.
fur.
It's not Sean Paul.
Sean Paul.
It's the.
I just rolled a dice twice. At both times we were on the floor.
I was like, I'm not going to mention the first time because just Colin, he took a bit of a run up, missed the dice tray, and the second time he missed the dice tray so spectacularally
So it's
it
down
went
by
on
your
the
chair,
floor.
Scott.
He just sort of lobbed his dice a scar.
It's down by your chest.
Everyone was just carrying on the bit, and I was just looking at Colin, being like, "What is going
It's
on?"
underneath your
Could you
chair,
please get
Scott.
on my dice?
I don't think you
Sounds like a
should.
you problem.
It's that he'll have your eye out, mate. I tell you what.
I will turn your mic down.
Tails McGee.
Are you maybe?
Go on, speak. Go on. See what happens.
Is his name? Is his name Sean Tumblethorns?
I've turned it back. Thank you.
Is his name? Are you maybe talking about Henry Time?
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Henry Tay.
Definitely wasn't his name.
Henry Time? Yeah, Henry Time still works here.
Could we have a meeting with him?
I really feel like he died.
No,
he didn't die.
clearly he's not.
He's
We
got
saved
two
him.
big teeth
You
and
can't
no reason
kill
to save
time.
him.
We
No
saved
one
him.
can kill
Remember,
Charlie.
he was a rat. He was downstairs in a basement.
That's why I thought it was a... Yeah,
Hello,
okay.
Mr. Time.
No, wait, it's not just magically here.
Still me, Janine.
No, Schneider's got him in his pockets, apparently.
I opened my top.
He's in the bag. He's been in the whole time.
So we didn't even need to teleport.
She sends a message upstairs, and after a moment, gets a message to her. He says, his assistants told me he's out of town at the moment, but they've managed to send a long range message. He said he'd agreed to meet you tonight, and he's agreed to meet you tonight at a bar in the foreign quarter.
All right. Well, it looks like we've got a whole
do you have-
day.
Hold on a moment. What's the name of the bar? Yes.
Right, the name is called the Grim Optimist. It's a half-orc bar.
Oh yeah.
It's a comedy bar.
Optimist.
Oh, well, they stole your saying.
They fucking stole my saying.
Maybe when the last time he
Let's
was
go
here,
and
I said
fucking
it.
ransack the
How?
place.
Hang on. How long
We've
were
been.
we in
Has this been going on?
teleportation for?
I mean,
What year is it?
What year is it?
It's 4723. 4723. She tells you the year in Pathfinder. I don't know Pathfinder numbers. She tells you the year in Pathfinder numbers. It's the same year you left.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, phew.
She tells you the date. It's the same date.
That settles it then.
Whew.
The Whispering Tyrant has fixed time to one spot and all else revolves around it. What else has changed? Carrigal kicks open the door into the street. What is there?
There's a man trying to go to the toilet. Oi!
On the street?
Nothing changed. You see,
You're going to
Caragor-
judge me, are you, door kicker?
yeah. I opened the door vigorously. You're having a shit in the road. We are not the same.
when you got to go, you
Don't
got to
defend
go.
him, Shania.
No.
He's having a shit in road.
It's true.
What's your
Sometimes-
name, road shitter?
Sometimes beauty and
beauty.
and horrendousness have to go hand in hand.
No, but that's not art. You put that in a place where art and culture lives, not in the road, which people and children walk past. Okay.
Yeah, okay, but
What's your name?
It's got Dicky Tummy.
Maximilian Poopspear.
Have you got some sort of weird thing about pooing in the street?
No, I needed to go, and I just decided, you know what? I pay my taxes.
He's got a point. A very shitty point.
Why is everyone defending the
Well,
road?
the city should provide maybe portable blobs so you can poop into and stuff like that. You know?
Do you know a slime?
I mean, are there enough
How
public
dare
toilets
you,
in the
sir?
city?
What?
You're calling me a slime?
No, I said, do you know a slime?
Oh, I see. I was about to say no.
Well, then you're just shitting with no recompense. To
Where's the
fellow
nearest
citizens.
toilet? Does they let non-patrons use the toilet in these bars?
There's a toilet in the Pathfinder Society.
Oh, do they let you use it?
Well, it's the only public building. The rest of them are private houses. I'm not going to knock on some stranger's house and say, "Can I do a shit in your house?"
Well, there
That's
you
just
go.
bad
Hold on.
manners.
Let me just check. She goes back in.
It's a pub. It's literally a pub.
It's the Pathfinder
It's literally
Society.
called public house. Hang on, no.
Why don't you just go in here?
What, the Pathfinder Society?
Yeah.
No, the public house.
Look, it's a bit late. He's literally shat in the street already. So
I don't need to go anymore. Why would I go in the Pathfinder Society? You're crazy, sir.
Excuse me, Janine.
Yes?
This gentleman would like to use your
Well, no,
bathroom.
he needed
Oh,
to.
he just needs to fill out a bathroom form then.
There you go.
You see?
There you go.
See?
Wait, are you
what if
saying-
you got the tummy cramps? I mean, I've got a lot of potion tummy at the moment, and sometimes if you cannot get there in the time, then you would need to go.
You do what every good ranger would do. You crap in your hand and you walk it to the outskirts of the city where
But-
you rejoin it with nature, Shania.
But what if it's not holdable?
Then you find a way. You make it work.
What about one of those potion bottles you keep keeping in your little bag of holding?
There's 3 of them you can't touch, okay?
Maximilian, stop shitting in the street.
Maximilian has already been arrested.
Also, do you hear what he said? He said it's because he can only go to the Pathfinder Society because it's the only public building, all the rest are private. Looks like we are going to have to go to the Council of Absalom and persuade them to sell their buildings to the public.
He
Here we
was
go,
he was
lads.
referring to this street on which there are just houses and the Pathfinder Society. Like there
wow.
are pubs and shops and things in Absalom.
Was it?
Looks like Winsel Starborn
I'm
gets
gonna
a
get fucking pulled
free
up. Someone
pass.
is going to have read fucking City of Lost Omens and get on the board. But like, actually, you'll
Yeah.
find there is a potion shop directly opposite.
Yeah.
What's the other things we can look at while we're here?
We could go and get some spice.
No, but what
No,
other things?
let's go.
Remember last
straight-
time there was some spice.
Wait,
around here?
straight
Hey, we-
to the place.
What about
that
the?
they have to meet
We've
him.
got like 7 hours,
yeah,
man.
we got like
and
fucking
hang out
7
there.
hours.
I
Get
don't want
fucking
to miss
wankered.
him.
Are you fucking kidding me? We are going to the Grim Optimist.
No, but
Yes.
first, we need to go see that frog guy that
Yeah.
was living in that.
Oh, don't tell me his name. Froggy Gillface.
You know, the guy that we-
Webby,
and then we
webby,
bought
webby,
a- you
I've
mean
got a
we
meter.
bought a brewery.
living in the vat.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
and then we
brewery that
kicked
you
him
I
out.
don't know if
That
that was
is
Absalom.
tadpole.
I don't think that was
That's
Absalom.
not Absalom.
That was Kibway.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
Kibway.
now thousands and thousands of miles away.
You've got it twisted, man.
Huh?
We're in
Absolute
Absalom.
investment.
Why on earth are we going to see that?
shit!
No one remembers
Copy long
where
tongue.
we've fucking been. This is what's proven.
What about?
We've
Is
been
there any
so many
other
places.
people we saw?
No.
No, let's just go to
I'm
the
afraid
Grim Optimist.
it looks
I want
like
to find
sadly
out
we're going to
what's
have to get on with the main quest.
There was some vases
Sorry,
that we
Fulton.
smashed at the time. Oh no, that wasn't Absalom.
happening. Which way?
To the Grim Optimist!
Yes. Which
Oh,
way
it's
is
the
it?
Grim Optimist. It's closed. Do you want
we
to just
knock on the door.
You knock on the door. No one answers. There's no one there. It's the middle of the day.
Should we go and get a room? We're probably going to need to save.
bar open.
Because it was a charity event.
charity
because
event.
to celebrate their drums. Honestly, I don't feel like anyone's paying attention to this very intricate plot that we're weaving at the moment.
Right, let's set up a charity event in the Grim Optimist.
Can I try and break in?
What?
No.
100% backing that.
No.
I want to know how they came up with a fucking name.
I've got day goggles. A detective's kick.
Day goggle.
So that just says disrupting.
I've got thieves.
Shall I cast invisibility?
No, let's not do this.
Why
do you
not,
wanna do
man?
instead?
Let's do
Why
it.
not?
What?
I've got
do you wanna do
healing
instead?
tools.
They stole
Just wait.
Caragor's
Just
name.
go have a drink.
Just wait for 7 hours.
We could do some
Can I
character
just try
shit.
to kick the door in?
Give me,
We could do
give me an
some
athletics
character
check.
shit.
Try and kick in the door.
Velda, who are these buildings owned by?
How the fuck should I know?
Come on, do some.
That's 20.
Just some
Natural
civic
plus
wizardry.
12.
Shania takes a run up and just drop kicks the door of the tavern in. The door, the
Hey,
lock
it's
breaks and the
open.
door swings open. The tavern is dark and empty.
Why on earth
Cool.
are you
There are
breaking
lots
the
of
tavern?
stools up on the stools are all up on the chair, up on the tables.
She goes in, takes the stools down, sits on one of them.
Expects to get
The service is terrible. It took 9 hours to get a drink.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
What's going on?
Why are you doing this?
What is the point? We might as well just go get a drink.
Don't you think it's a bit unnaturally weird that someone's named an entire place after something that I off the cuff say a couple of times?
You
No,
say
I
it
think
all the
it was
time.
just
I thought
all
it was
the
like
time.
a
You say all
horror
the
thing.
I just think it was the man in the sky just giving you a little laugh.
The man in the sky.
Leave me out of this, the cloud giant.
Shania gets out her detective's kit. I'm going to find out what's going on.
It's closed! The bar's closed!
What do you mean?
Closed because it's the middle of the day!
What do you
We're
mean?
gonna
Find out what?
why it's called the Grim Optimist. Listen, after all the insane bullshit I humour from you lot, fucking one thing doesn't take half an hour.
Yeah, but what if we get arrested?
Oh no, we'll be arrested. Oh no,
Well, to be honest,
I don't think it matters.
The best way to discover why this place is called the Great Optimist is to speak to the owner, who I presume will be here later when it opens.
Yeah, but we can't go in late.
Shania
What are you going
goes
to do?
behind the
Go
bar.
in there and find a secret diary written by the owner of this place. And today I stole
That's a
Grim
great
Optimist
idea.
from Caragor one
Shania,
night,
there might
and
be
then
a
I named the
secret
bar
diary
fucking
upstairs.
Romance.
Let's
I'm
go.
looking now.
This
She
is
goes
ridiculous.
upstairs.
Why have you got a deerstalker on, Shania? Where did you get that deerstalker hat?
I have a detective's kit.
Elementary, my dear Velda.
I'm just going to wait out here.
Me too. Let's get it. I'm going to get a drink from this potion shop over here.
All right.
That.
Fulton, I'll see if
It's
there's
gonna be
anyone who can put your
closed.
thumbs into their eyes up here.
No, the shop's open because the shop's open during the day and bars open at night. I thought that you'd probably realise this, but anyway.
But we can't come back later because there's the main thing we've got to do later on.
The main thing is to meet someone in this bar.
Is it in this one?
Yes.
That's where you heard the name.
Even more perfect.
You were like, watch Grim Optimist, heard nothing after that. You're just like, fuck those guys.
Do you want to tell me what that 2 gives you on your perception
Well,
check?
I have a +3 with my detective's kit.
Oh, well, that's good.
And what else should I be using? I don't know.
Perception.
Perception. So that gives me 19.
19 to search the place. What?
Can I give the help action?
What do you?
Just looking for evidence of who opened the bar.
Yeah, if there's any like journals and diaries around,
Yeah.
like written late
looking
paper
for
trail.
a journal.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
like, any like, invoices, like leaflet of sales, that kind of thing that would have
know
a
who
pub.
owns this place.
You find
about a cupboard full of Caragor pictures, something like that.
That would be suspicious, yes.
you find a
Dan furiously trying to come up with a new plot line now.
I really feel like we wasted the Patreon name on that guy. Yeah. You find a stack of invoices for a large quantity of beer that has been purchased by this establishment over the last few months.
And who is the proprietor?
The proprietor is Blackstone Breweries.
Blackstone Breweries.
Blackstone.
Can I do a...
You both say knowingly. Can I do a society check if you want to know about
Can
Blackstone
I do a
Breweries?
society check?
It's
Just
Shania
magically know.
stroking an invisible beard.
It's
Yeah.
17.
17.
It's the only roll I've made in 3 episodes.
You've heard of Blackstone Breweries? They own quite a few bars.
So ale is not too bad.
Yeah, but it's a franchise, babe.
They're mostly from Belton.
Yeah.
Have you
Okay.
noticed that every bar we go into lately is a fucking franchise?
Yeah, I know. And yet they're not open early. You would think if it was fucking franchise, that it was an early thing and it's a cheap beer, but no. Apparently no one's ever heard of a fucking Spoons around here, okay?
I play
So-
Spoons.
There's a bar across the road called the Fucking Spoons. The sign
Okay,
is
that place is
indescribably
open.
obscene.
Right, and can we ascertain from the paperwork how long the Grim Optimist has been open?
You reckon there are invoices here going back at least a year. However, under half orc law, you only need to keep your invoices going back 1 year. I know it's much easier to do your that's why a lot of people like to do their taxes in Half Orc. It's much less the legal system's much less complicated, but
actually
much
true?
more violent. If you what do you mean?
No, I mean it's in the law that they only have to keep for a year.
Yes, Ross, I read that in a book. There was a book. I mean, well, you might be.
Yeah, Peso might have just gone. Yes, they only have to.
That's the sort of thing they would sneak in.
Yeah, right.
It is the sort of detail they
thing that we need. Says Peso.
They put in a thing like Gorons serving their own heads to their friends as a delicacy. I wouldn't be surprised if there's contract law in there somewhere, but I don't know. Yes,
Nothing about the Grim Optimist. Isn't that strange? So, Blackstone Breweries, where are they based?
Belkson.
Belkson?
Yeah, in Urgia. That's their head office.
I'm not sure if we're going to make it to Belkson today.
Felder!
What?
Can you send a magical message?
Are you going to tell me to send a magical message to fucking millions of miles away?
Not millions, no.
How far?
We'd have to be in space to be millions of miles away.
What space?
What space?
You wouldn't understand. I did it with Jam Jam.
Oh, fuck that guy.
See, I miss Jam Jam.
Felder?
Yes?
Can you send a magical message?
How far?
Belkson?
120 feet! 120 feet!
Why haven't you upgraded that yet?
It's... No, actually, I was
just choose to be better. Just choose to be good at something, Felder.
I can't just
You can
clench.
make the active choice to be better than what you are.
Why are we
So that's the man who broke into a bar and is currently
I succeeded.
just shouting this amongst the
What is the director doing in this scene? Because both Karagor and Velda were far away from their mics, so the camera is focused on Fulton and Shania in the middle, just while they're yelling from off screen.
I hope it is just Shania stroking her invisible beard, peering at the raft. Suspicious.
With a deerstalker on.
Dreadful direction. All right, Deji Club. Well, you've got 6.5 hours now left until this place opens.
I'm going to go to the fucking spoons.
You're going to go to the fucking spoons.
Yes. No, I'm going to join Fulton in the fucking spoons.
Go to the fucking spoons. It's really cheap. You get the feeling that the guy who owns it is a dick, but it's so much cheaper than everywhere else, and it's really hard to justify
Do
it.
you know, it's not too bad.
2 ales, please.
Make that 3.
3 ales.
How did you do that?
Yeah. Because I'm sneaky.
So, I don't know what they're going to do to make it look like they weren't. Because surely, now that they've been broken in, they'll be like, no, we're not opening today. Because we got broken
Well, it
into.
depends. I mean, if the door was just kicked in, that's one thing. But I mean, if the office had clearly been turned over and documents thrown everywhere, and
they probably would close the place.
They probably would close the place,
which is going to be confusing.
And they'd probably get the city watching.
It's going to be quite confusing when Henry Time turns up, isn't it? Because he's not being able.
It is, yes. And then Henry Time will get confused. Probably go.
Yeah, and when we see him, we'll have to do the meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's another 24 hours we're in this fucking place.
Yeah, so it's a good place. This place does cheap beer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
I bet they've gone across the road to bitch about us. Do you ever think that's the only thing they do?
Do you know what? I think they'd have. That's why they're always disappearing whenever we want to have fun.
Like, I've always told them to get all their interests outside the group. I think it's weighing on Fulton a little bit. I've noticed him behaving a bit strange lately.
Have you noticed that? I've also.
Yeah,
I feel like
well,
a little bit
strange.
like. I feel like he's like reaching out, but not quite enough.
I would have said it's like Velda's negative energy field that he projects around himself, but it's been extra weird lately.
Yeah, extra double weird. And I do feel like he's been like throwing stuff out, like he's been saying help, but he's been saying it under his breath. Like,
No, I heard him physically say help one time.
Did he?
Yeah, but then he went,
shit.
and then just walked off, so I couldn't tell if he was serious or not. And
It's
then
so hard with that guy.
one time he did say, I really, 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 really want to kill somebody, and I was like, whoa, and I just sort of laughed off, in a lad's way, we don't really talk about things.
Yeah. So that's why if I was around, I would have gone, hey, whoa, easy there.
Do you reckon we should maybe...
We should probably. Maybe should we go and have...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thank goodness, because I wrote a whole Half Orc comedy club, and I'm really scared we're going to have to lose Scott before we do that scene.
Yeah.
So you go back over to the fucking spoons, and you while away the day
God,
until
they're not even playing any music in here.
no, totally silent. Everyone just staring.
Floor's
at
sticky.
So sticky.
Menus are sticky. Table's sticky.
It kills most of the time with you just going up to the toilets. Like that's a whole quest, and you feel like Ed Johnson designed those stairs.
Well, it's a really fucking old building. It was dead fancy one time.
Really right-wing coasters. It's a strange thing. So after about 7 hours of whiling away the time, which you spend virtually no money, you see some people, some half-orcs arrive, look puzzled at the door. move it a bit, shrug, go in, and lights come on, and it starts opening up, and you see a queue form outside, and it looks like things are up and running now in the Grim Optimist.
Let's go.
Whoa. Before we go over there, though.
Why?
One more thing.
Let's go.
I know we've been here for 7 hours, but I just wondered.
I'm sure first.
It's comedy better be good.
I can't wait for this.
I'm gonna heckle the fuck out of this guy.
They love it when you heckle.
Fulton,
Yeah?
Becomes part of the show.
you okay, hun?
Yeah, I'm fine.
No, that's not assumption.
He's fine.
Are you
He's
sure?
Let's go. We'll ask him in the Grim Optimist.
Okay, fine.
Let's go.
I'm 13. I'm 13.
Perfect addition to any comedy night. A group of people who've been drinking in spoons all day. Walk in the door.
The law.
So you step into the Grim Optimist. You can see lots and lots. It's mostly half-orcs in here. They're all sort of sitting and staring stony-faced at the stage. Near the front is Henry Time. You can see he's sat with his back to you with a drink. On the stage, there is a grizzled-looking full orc standing up on the stage, looking at you. He goes, "Yeah, isn't it weird how magic missile always hits? It's more like magic can't missile." All of the...
Caragor's like, fucking yes! Absolutely! Nailed it! What fucking can't pull that for ages!
The orcs all nod approval and go, nailed it.
Nailed it, well good.
Nailed it.
Fucking brilliant that was brilliant. Hey, Velda, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Joke about that was magic.
That was good. That was good. Papa, did you hear that?
He said, why magic missile, right? It should be called magic card missile.
Because it can't miss.
He did, yeah.
Fulton, he said it shouldn't be called magic missile. It should be called magic card missiles. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
You hear it?
Make your way
Shania.
Yeah.
He does it again.
See, the manor wastes, they're right dangerous they are, but I suppose if a small girl went on a quest to redeem an egotistical god in the manor waste, it'd probably be called the Moana wastes. Nailed it.
Carragher really likes this, doesn't he?
It's like that, yeah.
Miss this.
Henry Time looks up. The orc goes off, an old-looking half-orc replaces him on stage. Henry Time's looking up and waving to you all.
Oh, hey guys!
Oh, it's Ratty-tail Bottom.
No, let's listen to one more joke before we...
One more joke.
The half-orc goes, So I were on a date with a dwarf woman once. The other night, on a date with a dwarf woman out on the tan. And I said to her, here, love, while you're down there, eh? And I said, while you're down there, and she said, okay, I'm not down anywhere. That's just how tall I am. Eh? Oh,
what the fuck?
I was like, that's awkward, eh? Oh, bloody dwarves, always questing for sky. Why don't you quest to the kitchen and make me a sandwich?
Hey, I'm not having that. Hey,
Yeah, man.
Caragor stands up.
No.
Fuck you, my best mate's a dwarf.
Yeah, and also fuck you. Just fuck you. Fuck you.
Hey, you better wash yourself.
Fucking my mate's dwarf for questioning for your scar in a minute, you fucking idiot.
I'll fucking magic can't missile you in a minute.
The first orc comes back and gets him off still. Bernard Halfman, everybody. Bernard.
Caragor writes it down on his arm with his fist and just dribbles on it instead. Brennan fucking Manning.
Let's go to Ziggy.
It's Danger Club. It's good to see you back in town.
God, that is your voice.
Yeah,
See you, Henry Time.
Yeah.
We've been
Feeling fine,
drinking all
Henry
day.
Time.
Listen, mate, we've got this. I don't know why it's told us to meet here. Why is this place called Grim Optimist?
I don't know. I think it's just a thing that some half-orcs say sometimes.
You got really drunk over that last bit because you were not drunk when you were reacting to the dessert.
Get sobers me right up. Sobers me right up, okay?
We missed you, Henry-san.
So we're looking for...
Whoa, you falling asleep? What's
No, we're looking for a book of messages. No, room.
House of messages.
House of messages.
The house.
Home of letters.
The house of messages.
Merely,
We need to go see it.
No, maybe we can work this out together. Yeah, I'll order us some fries. And that's where we'll leave it for tonight. Oh, dear God.
This week's episode was made possible by our stupendous patrons, and specifically this week, that is Veyron, our Dangerling of the Week. Veyron, thank you so much for all of your support. We spent the money you gave us this month on a cheeky Nando's. It was delicious. If you want to support us and buy us chicken or other useful things that we can use to make shows, please go to patreon.com/DangerClubPodcast and join the Dangerling of the Week tier. We love you, Veyron. We love you, Dangerlings. We love chicken.